Welcome to the most exciting coin discovery of your life. Today, we're diving into the mysterious and ultra-rare bicentennial coins, an ordinary-looking coin with the power to make you a millionaire overnight. If you've got this hidden gem in your pocket, your entire future could change in an instant. Let's unlock the secrets behind this legendary piece of treasure. First up in the palm of your hand, you might be holding a dirty, worn-out piece of history, the 1936 Liberty Buffalo nickel. It may seem like just another old 5-cent coin, covered in grime and time-worn scratches, but beneath that humble appearance could lie unimaginable fortune. Yes, this tiny, seemingly insignificant piece of nickel and copper could be the very key to unlocking a life of wealth beyond your wildest dreams. The coin minted in 1936 carries secrets of rarity, mystery, and immense collectible value that can turn an average collector into a millionaire or even a billionaire overnight. Now, what makes this particular 1936 Buffalo nickel so incredibly valuable? The answer is layered. First, it's about the error variance. A few of these nickels, especially those struck with the famous 3.5 legs error, where the buffalo's front leg is partially missing due to overpolishing of the die, are exceedingly rare and sought after like buried treasure by elite collectors around the globe. Even a dirty example of this rare variety can be worth hundreds of thousands, and if you have one in hand, you're potentially holding a jackpot. Some specimens have been auctioned for close to $1 million, and private sales may go even higher for the perfect buyer. But that's not all. Some 1936 Buffalo nickels were struck as proofs, ultra-limited collector pieces made with extraordinary detail and brilliance. Only 4,420 of these were ever minted, and they weren't meant for circulation. If one such proof ended up being spent and has now resurfaced in a pocket, drawer, or dusty collection, it might appear dirty or worn to the untrained eye, but don't be fooled. Even in lower grades, these proof nickels have immense value, and in top condition, they fetch upwards of $50,000 to $100,000 or more. And yes, in rare cases with unusual traits, even higher. What elevates the worth of your 1936 Liberty nickel is not just rarity, but the story it carries. It's the wild image of the American West, the powerful buffalo standing proud, and the noble Native American chief whose profile is immortalized on the obverse. It is a cultural artifact, a piece of raw American legacy. And when collectors see this coin, they don't just see metal, they see the heartbeat of a generation, the scars of the Great Depression, and the echo of frontier dreams. That emotional power is what makes collectors willing to pay insane amounts for even a dirty one, especially if it turns out to be a rare strike, error, or proof piece. And here's the twist. Condition isn't everything. While shiny coins fetch premiums, many high-value 1936 Buffalo nickels have been discovered in rough condition, darkened, pitted, or even partially damaged. Why? Because rarity and type matter far more. If your coin carries a specific mint error, such as a misaligned die, double die, or the legendary 3.5 legs anomaly, then it doesn't matter how much dirt covers it. It could still be worth a life-changing fortune. There are verified cases where beat-up Buffalo nickels have stunned auction houses with six-figure results. Most exciting of all, the market demand is at an all-time high. Coin collectors, treasure hunters, and investors from across the globe are paying record-setting amounts for historic U.S. coins with stories and soul. Your 1936 Buffalo nickel could be the next big headline. Imagine being the person who walked into an antique shop or pulled it from a jar, thinking it was worthless, only to discover it was one of the rarest coins ever made. Overnight, you go from unknown to unforgettable. The thrill, the rush, the transformation, it's all possible with this one coin. So what should you do if you have one of these coins in your possession, dirty or not? Do not clean it. Cleaning can damage the surface and destroy thousands of dollars in value instantly. Instead, handle it carefully, keep it safe, and consider having it evaluated by a professional grading service. A single verification could be the moment that changes everything. You might be sitting on a treasure chest and not even know it yet. In the world of coin collecting, the 1936 Buffalo nickel holds a legendary status. It's not just a coin, it's a time capsule, a symbol of American grit, and potentially the key to your wildest financial dreams. Hold on to it tightly, because if the stars align and your coin is one of the rare, priceless ones, you won't just be a collector, you'll be a millionaire, maybe even a billionaire, forged not by gold, but by nickel, history, and fate. Second, hidden in old drawers, buried in dusty coin jars, or tucked away in forgotten collections, there lies a rare American treasure that could change your life overnight: the 1929 Liberty Buffalo nickel. At first glance, it might look unremarkable, worn, dirty, covered in decades of neglect. But don't be fooled by appearances. This coin, minted nearly a century ago, holds more than just historical value. It holds the power to transform your future. In the right hands and under the right circumstances, a 1929 Buffalo nickel can be worth millions, catapulting you from ordinary to outrageously wealthy in a heartbeat. Why is this coin so powerful, so potentially priceless? It all begins with its legacy. The Buffalo nickel, struck from 1913 to 1938, is more than just a coin. It's a symbol of rugged American spirit. The Native American chief engraved on the front and the majestic buffalo on the back stand as reminders of a bold, untamed era. The 1929 edition, in particular, came at the edge of the Great Depression, a time of uncertainty, hardship, and resilience. Each surviving coin from this year is a relic of survival. And collectors love nothing more than a coin that tells a story soaked in history, especially one that's now extremely rare and high demand. Now let's talk about rarity and mystery. Many 1929 Buffalo nickels were heavily circulated, and most ended up heavily worn. That's where your dirty old nickel enters the spotlight. If you own a 1929 Buffalo nickel, even in extremely poor, corroded, or grimy condition, it could still be a sleeping giant. Rare mint errors, like double dies, off-center strikes, or weak planchet impressions, can hide beneath that layer of dirt. In fact, there are very few known 1929-era varieties, making them almost mythical in the numismatic world. If your coin is one of those elusive examples, it could command a value that's jaw-dropping, tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. And in some extreme cases, private collectors are known to offer millions. Even the standard 1929 Buffalo nickel, especially from the Denver Mint, marked with a small D below the words 5 cents, is in hot demand among elite collectors. Why? Because very few uncleaned, original examples remain today. And ironically, dirty coins are sometimes the most desirable. That natural layer of grime may protect original surfaces underneath, which grading experts and collectors deeply value. A coin like this, seemingly forgotten by time, can be cleaned professionally and then explode in market value. Imagine this. You have what looks like a dull 5-cent piece. You hand it to an expert. They test, grade, and verify it. And suddenly the room goes quiet. You're told it's a rare error strike, one of only a few known in existence. The auction houses go wild. Bidding wars erupt. Within hours, your little nickel becomes the center of attention, and your bank account explodes with numbers you never imagined possible. That's not fantasy. It's the very real potential this 1929 Buffalo nickel holds in the right condition, with the right story, and the right collector. Collectors worldwide are hungry for vintage American coins with a legacy. And in 2025, the demand has reached fever pitch. Rarity has never been more rewarded. There are collectors in Dubai, Shanghai, London, and New York offering fortunes for authentic 1929 Liberty nickels with verified minting flaws or pristine historical authenticity. And sometimes, they pay outrageous premiums not for perfect coins, but for those that are real, raw, and unaltered, just like yours. Here's the golden rule. Never clean the coin. Never try to scrape, polish, or shine it. Doing so can destroy up to 90% of its value instantly. Instead, hold it gently by the edge, store it safely in a dry place, and let the coin speak for itself. When examined by a professional grader or shown to a reputable dealer, a dirty 1929 Buffalo nickel might just reveal its million-dollar secret. And when that moment comes, everything changes. So if you hold a 1929 Buffalo nickel today, you're not just holding a coin. You're holding history, mystery, and possibly a millionaire's destiny in your hands. Keep it safe. Get it evaluated. And remember, sometimes The dirtiest coin in the jar holds the brightest fortune the world has yet to see. Third, in a world obsessed with shiny gold and glittering jewels, few would believe that a dull, grimy, and forgotten 5-cent coin from 1923 could hold the power to make someone a millionaire overnight. But if you're lucky enough to be in possession of a 1923 Liberty Buffalo nickel, even in very dirty condition, you may be sitting on a small fortune. This coin isn't just rare. It's a symbol of hidden wealth, a sleeper treasure that could rewrite your financial future with one expert evaluation. Don't judge it by its surface. That dirt could be covering a legacy worth millions. The 1923 Buffalo nickel was born during a fascinating time in American history, post-World War I, during the Roaring '20s. Minted at a time of national transformation, this coin reflects the soul of a country breaking boundaries and redefining itself. On the front, a proud Native American stares into the distance. On the back, the mighty buffalo, symbol of American resilience and strength, stands bold and unwavering. But what makes the 1923 version especially powerful is its scarcity and quality condition. Most were heavily circulated, worn into oblivion. Finding one today, even dirty and damaged, is like unearthing buried treasure. Now here's where the value skyrockets. The majority of 1923 Buffalo nickels were minted in Philadelphia, meaning they lack a mint mark. However, extremely rare examples exist with misstrikes, planchet errors, and double dies. These are the dream coins for elite collectors. If your dirty 1923 nickel has one of these hidden minting mistakes, its value can skyrocket into the hundreds of thousands or even millions. Even if you can't see it with your eyes, beneath the grime could be a historic error that numismatists would fight over in international auctions. Think this sounds like fantasy? It's not. Coin collectors and private buyers across the globe are known to pay life-changing amounts for verified rare coins like this, especially when they're accompanied by a compelling story. The dirtier, the better, because that untouched condition proves it hasn't been tampered with or ruined by amateur cleaning. Professional graders actually prefer raw, unaltered coins. A simple trip to a grading service could uncover that your nickel is not just old, it's extraordinary. That one decision could put you on the path to financial transformation. Here's the key: never clean the coin. Don't scrub it, polish it, or try to make it look new. What might look like dust or dirt to you could be the natural patina that collectors and grading experts look for. If you try to clean it, you risk destroying original surface details that prove its authenticity and age. Instead, store it in a soft cloth or coin protector and have it evaluated by a certified numismatic professional. That dirty nickel could become the crown jewel of a millionaire's collection, and that millionaire could be you. Many of these coins are passed down through generations, tossed in junk drawers, or stuck at the bottom of old mason jars. Yours could be one of the few surviving examples that slipped through history's cracks, undiscovered until now. Imagine uncovering one such coin in a box of forgotten keepsakes and learning it's worth more than a luxury house. That's the dream of coin hunters, and it's entirely real. The 1923 Liberty Buffalo nickel is one of those elusive, powerful pieces with the potential to make headlines and history. And the best part? You don't have to be an expert to spot it. All you need is awareness, the right attitude, and a little bit of luck. Take that dirty coin seriously. Don't underestimate what you hold. Because if it turns out to be a rare die variety, a misplaced date strike, or one of those few high-grade survivors, it can command offers in private sales or auctions that boggle the mind. People have built fortunes from rarities like this, and so can you. So if you're holding a 1923 Buffalo nickel, even one covered in grime, don't let it go cheaply. Don't give it away to someone who sees your ignorance as their gain. Instead, protect it, respect it, and take the steps to uncover its true identity. This coin might look forth sometimes. The greatest treasures don't come in gold or jewels. Sometimes, they come covered in dirt, tossed into a box, forgotten in time. The 1924 Liberty Buffalo nickel is one of those treasures. What looks like an old, grimy 5-cent piece to most people could actually be $1 million ticket to unimaginable wealth. If you're holding a Buffalo nickel from 1924, even one so dirty you can barely see the date, don't underestimate it. That tiny coin could be hiding secrets worth more than a mansion, more than a sports car, more than your wildest dreams. The Buffalo nickel isn't just any old coin. It's a rugged, iconic masterpiece from an era when America was forging its identity. On the front, a fierce Native American profile, bold and proud. On the back, a massive, grounded American buffalo, brimming with raw power. But among all the Buffalo nickels minted from 1913 to 1938, the 1924 version is a special breed. Why? Because time has swallowed most of them. They were heavily used, worn down, and lost. Finding a 1924 Buffalo nickel today is rare enough, but finding one with hidden errors or uncleaned originality, that could make you a billionaire overnight. Here's where things get exciting. The 1924 Buffalo nickel was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark. The most valuable of these by far is the 1924 S. This coin is one of the lowest mintage Buffalo nickels of the entire series, and high-grade examples are nearly extinct. Even in a dirty, circulated state, this version can be a fortune. But if your coin has a rare error, a double die, off-center strike, or even a misaligned mint mark, you could be holding a coin worth hundreds of thousands to millions depending on condition, rarity, and buyer demand. And yes, even the dirt matters. Don't clean it. That layer of grime might be the very reason your coin is still valuable. Professional collectors and graders prefer coins in original, untouched condition. Why? Because cleaning can damage the natural surface and wipe away critical details that prove authenticity. A dirty 1924 Buffalo nickel in your pocket could be worth more than a cleaned one in a museum. Let experts handle it, and you might be shocked by the price they whisper after a single glance. Let's paint the picture. You walk into a coin shop or auction house with your dirty little nickel. The room pauses. The evaluator picks it up with tweezers. Under magnification, they spot a rare mint error, an original die mark. Suddenly, you're no longer just someone with a coin. You're the owner of a 6- or 7-figure artifact. The news spreads. Offers roll in. Private collectors, dealers, even museums contact you. What once looked like pocket change is now commanding life-changing attention. This isn't fiction, it's your potential reality. Now imagine the stories behind these coins. Each 1924 Buffalo nickel passed through the hands of workers, soldiers, dreamers, and pioneers. Each coin carries energy from a time nearly a century ago. That alone makes it a piece of history. But combine that with rarity, originality, and possibly a minting flaw, and now you've got something more, a modern-day gold mine in disguise. The kind of coin that doesn't just sell, it shocks the world when it hits the market. So what should you do if you've got one? Protect it like a sacred gem. Wrap it in cloth. Store it somewhere dry. Never polish or wipe it. Then, take it to a certified coin grader, someone who knows how to read the signs of value and verify what lies beneath the dirt. That step alone might uncover a coin so valuable that your financial life changes instantly. And remember, the world of coin collecting thrives on surprises. You could be the next great discovery. In the end, the 1924 Liberty Buffalo nickel is more than just metal. It's a symbol of potential, a portal to prosperity. And if it's in your hands right now, you're holding far more than 5 cents. You're holding a possible $1-million miracle, waiting to be recognized. Don't let it slip away. Treat it like the treasure it is. Because in the right hands, and with the right story, that small, dirty coin could be your gateway to greatness. 5 Beneath the dust of time and layers of forgotten history, there exists a coin that holds more power than gold. A tiny, tarnished treasure known as the 1927 Liberty Buffalo nickel. It may look worthless to the untrained eye, especially in dirty condition, but don't be fooled by appearances. This isn't just a coin, it's a silent fortune. It's a 5-cent piece that could explode into a $1-million payday. And if you hold one, you might already be richer than you think. That humble little nickel might just be the spark that ignites a billionaire future. Struck in a time when America was roaring with energy, the 1927 Buffalo nickel captures the wild, resilient spirit of a nation still shaping its identity. The bold Native American on the obverse and the legendary buffalo on the reverse tell a story of strength, survival, and raw beauty. But when this coin comes from 1927, its story gets even more intriguing. Why? Because this year, though not the rarest on paper, holds incredible potential for those who find the right combination of mint mark, condition, and mystery. Especially when coated in age and dirt, these coins can hide million-dollar secrets. The real treasure of the 1927 Buffalo nickel lies in its mint mark. This coin was produced in 3 places: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; and San Francisco, S. The 1927 S Buffalo nickel is the superstar of the trio, exceptionally scarce in higher grades and very hard to find in original, untouched condition. Even a dirty and heavily worn 1927 S can sell for thousands. But if that same coin has a rare minting error, such as a double die, off-center strike, or weak strike anomaly, you're not just holding a rare coin. You're holding a piece of numismatic legend. Collectors dream of discovering coins like this in unexpected places: old boxes, dusty attics, flea markets, or handed down from family. And what makes it even more magical? The fact that dirty, uncleaned examples often carry more value than shiny ones. That grime may be protecting crucial surface details, preserving originality, and verifying authenticity. It's not dirt, it's evidence. And in the coin world, originality is gold. If you clean it, you kill it. But if you preserve it, you protect the potential for fortune. Imagine this moment. You casually show your dirty nickel to an expert, expecting nothing. Then, silence falls. Eyes widen. They run tests, check the details, and finally say it. This is no ordinary coin. It's a 1927 S with a rare error, still uncleaned and genuine. Suddenly, auction houses call. Private collectors reach out. 6-figure, even 7-figure offers flood in. What once sat ignored in your desk drawer now places you among the elite. This isn't fiction, it's the very real power of a rare Buffalo nickel. Let's not forget, this coin doesn't just carry monetary value. It's a symbol of history, a token of America's frontier past, a preserved moment from a century ago. And with every year that passes, its rarity only grows. There are fewer of these coins each day. Many are lost forever, cleaned, damaged, or destroyed. But if yours survived, especially in untouched condition, you're holding a fragment of history that collectors are desperate to own and will pay life-changing money to get. What should you do next? First, protect it. Never scrub or shine it. Keep it dry, secure, and store it away from friction. Then, get it professionally appraised. A certified grading service can uncover what the dirt hides: mint marks, die cracks, errors, or strike varieties that transform value from hundreds to millions. One expert's verification could flip your life upside down, in the best way possible. So if you're lucky enough to have a 1927 Liberty Buffalo nickel, even if it's so dirty you can barely see the date, hold on to it tight. You might just be in possession of a legendary piece of wealth, a coin that can catapult you from 5 cents to financial freedom. This isn't just a coin, it's a miracle waiting to happen. And if fate placed it in your hands, it's your time to rise.